What's up, everybody? Trinity here, and welcome back to the 2nd Street Marvel for yet another comic book review. And in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing Gwenpool Strikes Back, or Gwenpool Goes Home, issue number 5. Now, this book is being written by Leah Williams. David Baldeon is the artist. Jesus Obertoff and Guru EFX are the color artists, and BC's Joe Carabagna is the letterer, and Elena Strikes and Judith Stevens are the cover artists. And I'll go ahead and show you that cover again right there. I don't know what they mean by cover artists. It's a photo cover. Anyway, maybe it's an alternate cover or something. I don't know. But altogether, if you haven't been keeping up with this series, I have done a couple of reviews on some of these issues, and I got to tell you guys, I'm kind of glad that this series is coming to an end. Basically, what we get in this book is, Gwenpool. Gwendolyn Poole, if you will, is basically, she's from our reality. She's a real life person, and she ended up getting brought into the comic book. So everybody that she sees is a comic book character, and she's aware of it, but they're not aware of it. And that's kind of what's been going on largely in this story. Is she's kind of just been doing a bunch of silly situations, things going on here. And in here, it opens up where she's going through, and she goes into Frank Castle's house, finds a big old tub full of bees that's under his bed, sets him loose, and he goes crazy, and it's weird. Then we flash back to basically on this beach where all the heroes were, and she was kind of going through the situation with all the heroes, trying to get them to fight each other, just different weird things going on. And she ends up having this conversation with Kamala Khan. She kept trying to get Kamala Khan to fight her, Miss Marvel, or Ms. Marvel. My bad, Ms. Marvel. Trying to get her to fight with her and everything. So there's this scene where they end up sitting down talking about it, and Ms. Marvel asks her like, hey, like, what's your superpower? Who are you? Like, are you a mutant? Like, what's going on with you? And she's like, no, I'm human. I'm from the real world. And where I'm from, you guys are just comic book characters. And Kamala Khan's like, I'm not a comic book character. I'm a real person. And, so they're sitting there just kind of having this, like, really silly heart-to-heart conversation. And pretty much what's been going on here throughout this whole series is that she knows that her book is going to come to an end, as it's just planned for 5 issues, a little mini-series. And, in one of the issues, she ends up, well, actually, I think it kind of crosses over into the Deadpool series, the new Deadpool series, where she went and took Jeff the Land Shark to Deadpool to get him to be able to live on. And then here they kind of allude to that. And just some different silly things, as she knows this is coming to an end. She's trying to survive, do things to help herself keep relevant. And then here towards the end of the book, she ends up kind of silly. She ends up going to finding this Krakoan gateway, right? And she ends up going through it, thus making her a mutant, right? I mean, you can't get through a Krakoan gateway without being a mutant. So she ends up there on Krakoa, and she's there being comforted by Logan, as Logan is trying to tell, like, hey, man, what's going on here? Logan ends up calling Jean Grey, saying, hey, like, this child needs help. She don't know what the hell she's talking about. Just some silly things. And obviously she runs into Quentin Quire here, who apparently she used to date. I don't know enough about this character to know anything about that, but whole bunch of silliness going on. Then we get here towards the end of the book, and we get one of these things that you guys know, if you follow me here on the channel long enough, these things are my favorite, right? We get this page here of Gwenpool kind of breaking down who she is and what's going on here, just like they do in all those, in the House of X and the Powers of X and all the Dawn of X titles that have been coming out. And you guys know, if you've been following me here long enough on the channel, you know that I just love all those white pages that we've been getting in those books. But that's really what kind of happens here. The series ends up ending on, just on that note, with her, kind of walking into the sunset, if you will. Or is that the Looney Tunes set? I don't know. But altogether, like, this book, while it's not terrible, like completely terrible, I'm sure there's people out there that like it. It's just not for me. I didn't really like it. A lot of silliness going on in this book. I believe issue number 3 actually pulled a few laughs from me, as Gwenpool was kind of basically making a commentary about different generations of people and the heroes and things like that. It was actually kind of funny. Altogether, like I said, I didn't like this series. Not even really this book, but it wasn't terrible. It's just not for me. For me, I feel like Leah Williams writing in this book was I don't know, like maybe he was trying to be edgy or something. Just kind of I don't know. Maybe it's too new age for me. I don't know. It's not terrible, but for me, it's just not good. But let me know what you guys think. If you've been reading Gwenpool Strikes Back, let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments below. Like I said, it's not for me, but it might be for you. I know there's certainly people out there that do have liked this book. I believe one of the guys I follow here on YouTube, you should go check him out. Immortal Biggie Shack. I'll leave a link to his channel down in the comments below or in the description here. I know he's been reading this. He's been liking it. You could also even check out I believe Aggressively Relaxing. I'll leave a link to his channel down there in the comments below as well, or maybe a video somewhere up. I don't know, wherever it's gonna pop up at. So you guys can go check out his channel as well. A couple of great YouTubers that I like following, but I think they've kind of enjoyed this book as well. But like I said, it wasn't for me. But I will say, if you want to read something good, I've been pretty critical of Leah Williams here on the channel and her writing. But I've got to tell you, like I said, this isn't terrible. But if you want to read a good book written by Leah Williams, I will tell you, go out and read Amazing Mary Jane. It's 3 issues in already, and I've got to tell you, I think maybe she just kind of found her stride in that book, because I really like the story being told in The Amazing Mary Jane. And I've reviewed that here on the channel. I don't know, I think I did at least issue number 1, maybe issue number 2. I need to do one for issue number 3, right? But anyway, that's just my suggestion. But anyway, that's all I have for this video today, folks. Thank you all so much for tuning into the Second Street Marvel. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe, click the little bell, you know what you're supposed to do all that stuff. Give this video a thumbs down or give it a thumbs up if you like it. Either way, it's all good. You're not going to hurt my feelings. But you'll make me feel better if you give me a thumbs up, right? It'll help my ego. I'm just kidding. But while you're at it, make sure you share it with a friend and invite them to come hang out with us here on the Second Street Marvel. You all have a very good day. Have a great rest of your week. Go out and read some comic books, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.